There's a number that almost nobody talks about. It's not $1 million. It's not six figures. It's not even $100,000. It's $20,000. And for most people, hitting that number quietly changes everything about how they experience money. If you've ever felt like you're constantly treading water financially, like no matter how hard you work, you're still one surprise expense away from stress, this is for you. Because wealth doesn't usually begin with a giant leap. It begins with crossing a threshold. And $20,000 is one of the first real thresholds that shifts the game. Let's break down why. First, understand this. When you have little to no savings, your brain operates in defense mode. Every decision feels urgent. Every bill feels heavy. Every unexpected expense feels like a crisis. It's not because you're bad with money, it's because your nervous system is wired for survival. When cash is tight, you prioritize certainty over opportunity. You keep the job you dislike because you need stability. You avoid risks, even smart ones, because you can't afford mistakes. You focus on short-term relief instead of long-term growth. This isn't laziness, it's biology. But once you build a meaningful cash buffer, something like $20,000, that pressure starts to ease. And when the pressure eases, your thinking changes. You stop asking, how do I get through this month? And start asking, how do I grow from here? That shift alone is powerful. Now let's talk math. Imagine you consistently invest $1,000 per month at an average annual return of 8%. Getting to your first $20,000 takes effort. It requires consistency, discipline, patience. But here's the interesting part. Once you reach $20,000, your money begins contributing in a noticeable way. At 8%, $20,000 generates $1,600 per year. That's over $130 per month without you doing anything extra. It's not life-changing yet, but it's no longer invisible. The second $20,000 comes faster than the first because now you're not building alone. You and your money are working together. And the larger the base gets, the more noticeable compounding becomes. When you reach $100,000, 8% growth equals $8,000 per year. At $250,000, it's $20,000 per year. The effort you put in doesn't necessarily increase, but the output does. That's when wealth building stops feeling theoretical and starts feeling real. There's also a behavioral shift that happens around this level. When you've saved $20,000, you've proven something to yourself. You can delay gratification. You can prioritize long-term goals. You can control your spending. That identity change matters more than the money. Because once you see yourself as someone who builds assets instead of someone who lives paycheck to paycheck, your decisions begin aligning with that identity. You stop obsessing over $3 decisions and you start focusing on $30,000 decisions. Where you live, what you drive, how much you save, what you invest in, the big levers. You realize that small savings hacks are minor compared to optimizing income, reducing major fixed expenses, and investing consistently. Your attention shifts from survival tactics to strategy. Another powerful effect? Career leverage. When you have no savings, you're negotiating from fear. When you have savings, you're negotiating from choice. If you have months of expenses covered, you're not desperate. You can say no. You can ask for raises. You can leave toxic environments. You can explore new opportunities. That confidence changes how you show up, and often that alone improves your income trajectory. Not because you became more talented overnight, but because you stopped operating from scarcity. Here's where many people go wrong, though. They hit a milestone like $20,000 and immediately reward themselves by draining it. Upgrading the car, booking an expensive vacation, making a purchase that resets them back to zero. But that $20,000 isn't a trophy, it's a launch pad. It's the financial equivalent of reaching stable ground after climbing uphill. From there, gravity can start working in your favor. If you protect that base and continue building, momentum compounds. If you dismantle it, you're pushing uphill again. Let's talk about something uncomfortable. Most people don't struggle because they can't earn. They struggle because they underestimate the impact of major recurring expenses. Transportation, housing, lifestyle inflation. For example, a $700 monthly car payment over decades can quietly cost hundreds of thousands of dollars when you include depreciation and opportunity cost. That doesn't mean never enjoy your money. It means understand the trade-offs. Because every large expense isn't just what you pay today, it's what that money could have become if invested. Once you grasp opportunity cost at a deep level, spending becomes more intentional, not restrictive, intentional. Now, is $20,000 magical? No. It won't make you financially independent, but it creates a psychological breathing room, visible investment growth, career leverage, decision-making clarity, identity transformation. It moves you from reacting to designing. And that's a completely different experience. If you're below that number right now, don't get discouraged. The first stretch is the hardest. Momentum feels slow at the beginning, but every dollar saved reduces pressure. Every month of consistency strengthens the habit. And once you cross that threshold, you'll understand why it feels different. Because wealth isn't built in giant leaps. It's built in thresholds. And $20,000 is one of the first real thresholds that shifts the game. If this gave you a new way to think about money, consider subscribing. And let me know in the comments what milestone you're working toward next. Your future self is built by the habits you practice today. Start now.